when you say like no, like stop, I think they see it as playing hard to get, so they carry on.
Oh my god, this guy, I'm not kidding, he groped me and I ignored it because I was like, I didn't even know who it was. And then he did it again and he groped me so hard on my arse that I actually nearly fell over. And I turned around and I saw who it was because he sort of was like laughing and he kind of like tapered off. And I nearly got into a fight with him because I was literally like, do not do that, like, you can't do that, it's disgusting. And I was like, fuck off, I was calling him all sorts. And I just found it ironic because as soon as I said that, he was like, you're a slut. And I was like, okay, so you're calling me a slut because I've said no, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then he also would then be like, oh, you're ugly anyway, like he'd say stuff like that. And then and then he kept...
I've had instances where guys who didn't know I was trans would start hitting on me, and I would find it really uncomfortable because even if I found them attractive, I was like, at what point do I say this to sort of maintain my safety?
Or their intention might be just to kind of like come on a bit strong and like, you know, to dance up on you, or to like be persistent, because we're told by like romantic films that, you know, she might say no but she means yes and she wants the chase. So it's like someone might, you know, unintentionally, or like their intention might not have been to be a bad person, but at the same time it could be like incredibly upsetting.
The police officers, at first, from what I've said, they didn't believe her because she had been kissing him.
Never had to consider it.
Probably so not. You think part of the problem is that victims aren't reporting the crimes?
Using the hashtag "this is not consent" after a defense lawyer for a 27-year-old rape suspect cited a 17-year-old's thong in court as proof, allegedly, of the teen's consent.
Because even talking to a woman is now completely off limits, isn't that right, Nish?
No!
No, it's not, Nish, but it's fun to pretend to be confused about that, isn't it?
Again, it comes back to the definition of sexual harassment.
I'm willing to apologise.
You
wish you had a lot.
Whatever we wear, wherever we go, yes means yes and no means no.
Say Camp asked the 19-year-old victim, couldn't you keep your knees together?
Again, it comes back to the definition of sexual harassment.
I read something somewhere that was like, if you can't laugh about sex during sex, you shouldn't be having sex with that person.
If you can't go,
oh my god, I'm being so awkward.
But you want to do this, right?
And you laugh about it. If not,
walk out the door. You shouldn't be having sex with them in the first place. They're a dickhead.
If you don't feel comfortable saying things like,
oh, I don't like that, but I like this, then are you really comfortable even seeing them?
Nothing should be implied. We should feel comfortable as consenting adults to have the grown-up conversation.
Because I'm not asking for it, because I'm
wearing a skirt,
wearing a thong,
for having big boobs,
for being a woman, or a girl, or gay,
or drunk, or even on drugs.
I'm not asking for it because boys will be boys.
It's not my fault because I didn't keep my knees together.
Or because I waited 2 days or even 20 years to report.
Or I was too intimidated or scared to say no.
I'm not kissing girls for your entertainment or pleasure.
It's not a joke.
You're the only one laughing.
And I definitely did not sign up for this shit when I paid my entry to the club.
My consent is not up for debate.
If I say no, I mean it. And it should be basic human etiquette
to respect that.
And not wear me down.
Because in a recent survey, nearly 70% of women said they were on the receiving end of inappropriate sexual comments or abuse in bars and clubs.
And I am very much done with being part of that statistic.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.